Hello. So I changed it up. I am on Mary June Tracy page. So I'm going to pull that up on my phone so I can hear, or here, so I can hear your comments. Not that I can hear your comments. I'll be able to see your comments. That's a better way of saying it. So welcome everybody, and thank you for joining me. And there I am. There I go. To see your comments. That's a better way of saying it. There we go. So put it on mute so I don't, I'm just going to say hello to everybody. Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me. It is Friday, March 26th. We won't even talk about what it's like outside right now. It's kind of snowy, gloomy. I don't know. But, you know, the astrology today, I mean, as we're going into the weekend, I did a whole weekend report yesterday, and I just have to come and talk to you guys every day. That's what I got to do. The astrology with the moon going in Virgo, it is about putting our plans down, looking at what our concrete, you know, what direction we're going in, because there is so much crazy chaos that is happening right now in the world. Like there is Germany, they had uproar, and I believe they did in France, and I think a couple other countries. Holland was the one that people are coming together. They're rising up. Germany's been locked down since, November of last year. So people are rising up. Now, I noticed, a couple of things that are coming in, and this is where a lot of the planet is, where especially with that Uranus square. Now that Uranus square Saturn, it's with us for the whole year. Now Uranus can change things on a flip of a dime. You think this is the way we're going, bang. There's going to be so many changes, so many flips that are happening. It's going to be, I mean, you're going to shake your head. You're going to shake your head. I posted something on my Instagram story from Joe Rogan, because he was watching the presidential speech and he was just like, this is ridiculous. And that's the thing, is that we're going to be seeing things that are totally like ridiculous. Like we cannot fathom this within our own mind of watching this. So this is where I'm going to ask for you guys just to take a step back and begin to breathe. This is about us rising up. We have this beautiful grand trine, and this grand trine is in air. This is about speaking up. If you are, in your own life, if you are keep on saying, I hate this isn't going the way I want it to go, and this is just a bunch of bullshit, can't change nothing. This is where you have to use your voice. Your words are such power. Your words are that, and they can cast a spell. Your words are something that can be utilized to transform or take down. So what are the words that you are using in your life? Are they words that are uplifting for you to rise up? Because this is like us taking us to how we want to move through this year. How do you want to move through this? You want to move through this year with, ooh, I froze. That is the first time I froze. I've never froze on StreamYard before, but I froze there. So that was very interesting. So this is where we got to look at, where are you wanting to rise up in your life? And did you choose to block yourself in some way? Because our words or belief systems of what someone else says to us is definitely a spell. And the word spell just keeps coming in, because I know with Mercury in Pisces is spell casting. It is, all of this trying to get information out, trying to yet the fogginess within our brain, or the fogginess that is there, we're unable to really get out what we are wanting to say. So we have to go into our feelings, and sometimes going into our feelings and our emotions are like, oh Lord, it's sometimes we just don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. And that grand trine is in air, so it's very intellectual. It's bringing in that intellect. So the grand trine is going to be on this full moon, where we have, the energies of Saturn, Jupiter in Aquarius. We have the moon in Libra, and we have Mars in Gemini. That's going to form a grand trine. And it's going to and the part of that grand trine is really with Saturn. So Saturn is, and I feel like Saturn is this peak point. And where's the energy being dispersed at? So Aquarius is, community, wanting to, Saturn wanting to bring in community, wanting to bring in, this structure. This is what we want to hang on to. And where's that releasement happening? So we go and look across the street, and that's in Leo. So we look at where are we wanting to release and come into our own unique individuality. With Libra, we look across, and of course, there's that sun, right? So are we wanting to be illuminated with this newness? Because the sun is exalted when it's in Aries. So there's this exaltation of, yes, I want to be exalted on what I want to start. I want to bring in this fire. I want to become that Queen of Wands. And Queen of Wands, feminine, masculine, this is energetic, wanting to bring this energy forward for transformation. Hello, Mary. Hello, Christine. So we want to bring in this energy of transformation. And this energy of transformation is one of creativity. It is about, sometimes there might be some negotiation that you have to do with self. Negotiating on where is my truth? What am I doing? I have to come into who I am. And soul family, this is really how we direct, is a vibrational change, not only for ourselves, but for those around us. And coming into this of what you want, the Leo, the Aries, coming forward. So all of these points, and then we look at to where Mars is, going across to Sagittarius. Are we wanting to go south? Are we going to go take old ways? Or are we going to take this new route, this energy of saying, this is where I need to step into, this is where I need to transform. And in order to do that, I have to use my voice. God gave us a voice. He gave us a mouth to speak, to communicate with one another. And if we are not using our voice in a very, and I'm saying this in a positive, loving way, and you have to really, because sometimes, many of us come out like, you gotta do this, listen to me, blah, blah, blah. That's not it. This is coming in with this divineness, this understanding. Yes, there's a time and a place for things to bring in disruption, but that first of all, before you can do that, you have to come into the life that you want to live. Don't be pushing an agenda on somebody else when you're not doing the agenda yourself. Like if someone comes up to me and says, hey, you're going to get this in the arm. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. And I will state that here. Like it or not like it. Look into the information. People don't want to see the facts. That is fine. That, you want to get that poke in the arm because it feels like it's going to give you freedom. Is it? Is it? When now they're finally stating that only certain people can give this shot because some people have been giving it the wrong way. And then you find out who has shares in all of this. That's where if I have honey, if I had $1 million, if I'm getting $58 million from a company, from shares, do you think I'm going to give a rat's ass? I mean, me personally, I probably would. But on average, if you're a politician, no. Are you going to give a rat's ass that they just took away the pipeline? Why did they take the pipeline? Because everybody who voted against the pipeline in Congress, including Rice, has shares in the railway. Why would I want to have a pipeline when you're going to take money away from me? So this is where we start to ask questions. This is where we start to look at things and really start to make the changes within ourselves. And that sometimes is having a hard conversation with family. You know, this is my choice. This is what I'm choosing. And sometimes family doesn't want to talk about it. Well, no, we're not going to talk about it. You want to get it? Okay, fine. But that is also causing a segregation within your family. What does that segregation look like? Is your family willing to see, okay, if there is a segregation, sorry, you're going over here, right? I mean, right now they are developing an app in Germany. So Germany, there's a team that is developing an app, and yes, there's protocols and everything that has to go on with it, but it's an app that is going to be put on all the phones, and this app is going to say, when you go into a room, you'll know who is vaccinated and who is not. Crazy one, crazy. So there's this formulations of things that are happening right now. There's this energy that is coming up right now where we have to rise up to our truth and to what we believe in and to what we want. And what is this new deal, right? What is this new deal? And this is where this negotiation with self and coming into self and coming in and sitting and saying, this is my definition of my truth. I'm not going to push to you an agenda if that's not where you are right now, but I will question, because we have a right to question. We have a right to ask those things. Like, I want to know why aren't they questioning about this person who did this outrageous shooting in Colorado? His friend was under studies of the FBI. Why aren't they doing that? That's, makes me very curious. Like, it doesn't matter. Oh, what do you mean? He's Islamic? Oh, is that why they're not questioning? Is that why they're shuffling it underneath the carpet? If he was white, haha. So we're seeing this change. And here, I'm sitting here, yes, I am white, but we're seeing this change that the oppressor can't be oppressed, that everybody from that lineage has to be bad. And that's not where this energy is coming in. This energy is coming in that wants to bring us all together as one, that wants to bring us together, that we are able to be united. Yet there is an agenda that's coming in. And this is where you have to come into you and look at your blocks and your fears on all of this. Because it happens in little ways. So this is, before you go to a store, Google what's their protocol? What's their, so that you're not getting all like kerfuffled. This is an awakening for all of us. This is a time for us to start to look at how we are able to make the changes within our own self. And bring in our uniqueness of what you want. Bring in the uniqueness, and that's the Aquarius. The Aquarius is the uniqueness, allowing you to be a part of a community, yet allowing yourself to be who you are. That is fucking awesome. But yet, there is a push for you not to be your uniqueness. And there's this energy. And the thing is the astrology, every time I look at it, it doesn't lie. There is no ego with Saturn. Like, Saturn is like, you can have it like this or you can have it like this. This is your choice. Okay, we're having a square with Uranus. We're having a traffic jam. We're meeting. We're wanting to both go at the same time. So this is where it's like, okay, yeah, we could go, we could explode. Sure, okay, if you want that. Or we could come and we can look at it and we can say, you know what? yeah, there's some really new and innovative things that are coming forward, and they're absolutely fabulous. And let us look into that and let us bring that in. There's some things that are coming forward that are like, I think we need to wait on some of this stuff. It's just doesn't feel right. So we got to come in a different way. So this is where this full moon comes in. This full moon in Libra weighs out things. What is working? What is not working? Does this work? Does this not work? And as we weigh this out and as we go through this weekend, then the moon hits Scorpio. And Scorpio says, yeah, this does not weigh out. This is not where we're going. Because that is not the truth. So in comes that energy. And that comes in next week. Where new agendas start coming in. New protocols are going to be starting to come in. I mean, right now, cases just went up in Alberta. Like, I don't even, sorry. It's just, it's a mind fuck to me. But it's what I find amazing, what I'm interesting, and this is maybe I'm going to throw a little conspiracy thing out there, is that it's interesting that Alberta all of a sudden is on the crazy rise. And we're the ones who want the pipeline. Interesting. We're the ones that are questioning. A lot of people in Alberta are questioning things. You know, we're kind of like the crazy West, right? We're questioning. We want to know, and we're looking at our things, and we're asking, you know, why is our tax? Oh, I changed it. I think they changed it from the war room, right? Thank you for that compliment. The beautiful art in the back. Yes, those are my paintings. All my paintings except for the sunflowers, but all the rest is all mine. But thank you so much for that compliment. So this is you know, us questioning. Are you questioning? Are people are starting to quit? What's happening at what's happening at the south of border down in Mexico, right? Yes, I am a Scorpio. Yes, I am. I am a Scorpio, and I'm a proud Scorpio. What is happening south of the Mexican border? Like all of these, you know, all of a sudden, you know, there was I can't remember the newscast, but anyways, he's usually pro, you know, he's liberal, so he's really pro, but he just like is not anybody paying attention to the amount of fentanyl is now coming into our country in an outrageous number. Now, if that's coming into the United States, do you think it's not going to come into Canada? So there is this energy that's coming in, and it is like, okay, let's go back. We're seeing all of this, and then all of a sudden we're going, oh my God, I don't know what to do about it, Mama. That's way too much information. I don't want to panic. But this is where we start to come back into our breath, come back into our alignment, and say, how can I speak up against this? How can I come into my truth? How can I come into my alignment to allow myself to honor me? To be that Queen of Wands and honor me is the most important thing. How am I honoring myself? How am I honoring? And that's where it is. So that when things happen and we start to see, we look and we say, you know what? This is what I want to do. Okay. In honoring myself, let's start a community garden. In honoring myself, we're going to start we're going to start growing things so I can share with my neighbor. Because, you know, things are going to get a little bit tighter. This knob is getting tighter. And it's like, you know what? Let it get tight over there. I'm going to loosen it up over here. Because I'm standing in where I need to stand in. And there is this, you know, when you go against this agenda, you begin to bring in the newness and the new light. When you ask questions, you allow for this newness and this education to come in. And it's so important to ask questions. It's so important not to just go with the flow and go with what other people are saying is right if it doesn't feel right to you. And that's that's where it's at. So let me pull some angel tarot cards for us. So today at 4 o'clock, I have my astrology class. It's a free mini workshop. It's about an hour, hour and a half, right? And where's your link so I can get in on the Zoom? I haven't sent it out, Mary. I haven't sent it out. And you sent me your information, I believe, Mary, for that, right? Your email and stuff. So, and I think I added you. I think I got you. So yeah, it's this afternoon at 4 p.m. So yes, so if you didn't get it, just send me, because I'm going to be, after this, I'm going to be sending that link out. So if you don't get it, if you don't get the link and you've told me you want to be in the workshop, let me know, right? Because I'm sending the link out after this. So trying to be organized. 3 of Ariels. So that is the 3 of Pentacles. So Ariel is the angel of this world. So it's doing what you love. What do you love to do? Are you working with the people that you want to work with? Are you allowing yourself to come in with this beautiful growth and stepping into it? And so the Libra comes in again. So again, justice shows up. This justice card keeps showing up. And the justice card is, fighting for justice, fighting for equality, rulings, made in your favor. This is don't give up. If you are wanting to do something that you truly love, don't give up. Allow yourself to stand up in that justice. Allow you to stand up. It is a balance of you balancing what is your balance, not someone else's balance. My purpose and passion is not everybody else's purpose and passion, and that's okay. I am listening to how I know my light needs to shine. And and walking forth and walking in that is and with that comes the 9 of Waters. So the 9 of Waters is the 9 of Cups. That is a beautiful one. That is the one that wants to bring in your wishes, wants to bring in your dreams, and allow for what it is that you are desiring. What are your dreams? What is it that you are setting forth to do? Here we have Mars is saying, are you asking those questions? Are you listening? Mercury coming in with Neptune. Are you listening? And the Sun is saying, let me show you the way and let's get it started. Let's get it started. And as we can get it started, as we can get going, we are able to bring it down into this world and make it. So if we start doing that, by the time the Sun goes into Taurus, we are going to be able to bring that in very firmly. But let's do it with this full moon. Let's do it with a ritual. Let's do it with what do we want to release and what are we putting forth for our dreams? And what does that look like? And don't overthink it. I mean, release 5 of Waters. Release the regret. Release what is holding you back. Release it so that you are able to see the beauty that's there. It's a practice. It's a practice, people. We got to do this all the time. And if we're not doing it, it's like, then it just sort of like, then we just sort of sit in the same shit all the time. And no, we're walking away from that shit pile. We're walking towards the brightness. We're walking towards the newness. This Aries energy is a spark, is in the entrepreneur, is the ingenuity of starting something new and bringing in that newness, bringing in. But it starts with you got to look at what you got to let go, and you have to speak up. You can't sit there and bitch and complain that you don't like what's going on, and you're not talking about it. You're not talking about it with your family. You're not talking about it with your friends. You're not allowing your voice to be heard. And I'm not talking about being a Karen and being a dick. What I'm saying is asking those questions. I'm saying that, okay, if I have to go into a place and I have to wear a mask, I'm going to honor that, right? I'm going to honor that. because that their place. That's that person's business. So I'm going to honor it. I'm going to get what I'm going to go, but boom, and I'm going to go on. I'm going to take my mask off when I get out. As I'm going out the door, you'll see me taking my mask off. You know, I'm not going to be forced to do something or get a punch, get a jab in the arm. No, because that's not. No, I'm not. I'm willing to look at what that looks like. I'm willing to ask those questions. I'm willing to look into and find out who's benefiting from this, which certainly wouldn't be me. A lot of people are thinking this is going to be benefit. How is this going to benefit when there's a new strain or something transforming, and this was something that's giving you a shot in the arm is not going to even going to help you with what's going to go on there. Anyways, don't let me go on there, because I can go on for a while with that one. Coming in, honoring yourself, do what you love. Come into your power. Know that if you continue on, it starts to change. You're changing the narrative, and you're bringing in what you want, and you're allowing yourself to release so you can see the silver lining. There you go, my loves. Have a fabulous day. Sending out the astrology link. It will be sent out shortly. And any of you who are wanting to join me in the next, thank you for the hearts, in the next 21-day meditation, let me know. It's $25. And we also have the fairy workshop coming up. We got the angel workshop coming up. We have karmic release, which will be happening in June. And also, if you are wanting to book in a natal chart reading, so let me know and we'll get you in for a natal chart reading. And have a blessed day. Have a beautiful Friday. Enjoy. Step into the light. Step into the love. Have a blessed one. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you. In all that you say, in all that you be. Blessed be everybody. Shine your light. Don't let anybody else snuff it out, baby. Shine it. Blessed be.